All right, now we're going to be looking at how to manage your copied sign-up forms. You're going to see these Audit Children buttons throughout the system now, and what this does is it is going to show you what exactly is linked right now to your copied sign-up forms and their associated automations, and it's going to make it so that you can look at everybody, all of your customers who have this copied into their accounts and how it affects them. So that way you can tell before you make any changes whether it's a wanted change, whether it's something you actually want to be pushed out to your sub users. So for instance, with this sign up form here, I have shared it with a coupon club group that I have, or team rather, I should say. And let's say I'm just wondering who actually has received this right now. So I can click on that Audit Children right there, and I'm able to see a list of every single one of my sub users who has received this sign up form. And I can even see when it was copied into their accounts. And so this makes it really clear, like especially if you hear from somebody saying like, "Hey, have I received a sign up form?" Um, if you can go into here and find out if it's actually in their account and point them in the right direction. So let's go into this sign up form and look in more detail. So for instance, we've got the automations tab right here, and there is a scheduled send that's going to be going out on November 1st. And I can even see again right here that this has been in fact shared with people. And I can click on here and I'm able to see a list of all of those users who have this scheduled email in their account. Now, one thing too, we're going to go into this into a little bit more detail later, but you can see here too that only show unlinked. Now, sub-users have the ability to unlink various aspects of their sign-up forms, and to help you with understanding who is unlinked and therefore not going to receive this scheduled email, I can go right there just to flip it on its head and just see those people again to be able to help with supporting users. Now I'm going to create a couple of new automations actually. I'm going to create an autoresponder, and this autoresponder, it works like the autoresponders you've, I'm sure, used in the past. This will be a template that's just triggered immediately based on somebody having uh, completed the sign up form. And you've got this right here, copy into sub-user sign up form copies. Because this sign up form has been copied into sub-users accounts, I can choose whether I want this to go to them automatically. So I'm going to leave that checked, and I'm going to hit save. And again, here we go. We've got our audit trail right there, and I'm going to schedule another send. And actually, what I'm going to do before I actually hit OK on this, and again, we got the copy option right there. We're going to actually look at a sub-user's account really quickly too. So this is a sub-user right here who is part of that team. I go to my sign-up forms, and here is what I have shared in as an admin into this sub-user's account. And also I can see this is a copy from your admin is what that's indicating. So that also helps a lot with understanding where this came from. And I'm going to look into that sign-up form. And we're going to go into more details here in a bit, but first I'm going to look at these automations. And I just want to show that when this is scheduled, it will then appear in this sub-user's account. And there we go. That one that was set for December 1st is now appearing here in this sub-user's account. And let's also edit this, because what I want to show you too is how this isn't just simply a push that goes out. it's a link. So maybe I set it for the wrong time of day, and I want this to go out at 10 a.m. I'm going to hit edit schedule, 10 a.m. Okay, refresh, and there we go. This is now going to go out at 10 a.m. So you have complete control based on these links to be able to continuously push out these sends. Again, this is very useful for coupon clubs, where you can just have that coupon club sign up form and push those follow-up email sends as needed. And you can even edit those templates. And so this makes it so easy for your users, for your customers, to not have to worry about this stuff and just know that you've got them covered and these are being up to date. Plus, they can, when they're wondering what's scheduled, when is it scheduled, they can go into their accounts as well as a resource to see what's happening. So what is also for your users who maybe are a bit more advanced, or they have people who are going to update and tweak things for them, they can unlink stuff in here. So that's also where this concept of linked to parent comes in. And let's say somebody maybe they actually don't want that to go out at 10 a.m. and they want it to go out at noon. They can go hit edit schedule and hit OK. And now you'll see right here, now this is unlinked from parent. So they have control, and they're able to take the reins as needed while only affecting whatever it is that they just touched. So going back here, I can look at these automations, and I can hit audit children and look at this. Now this sub-user, I can see that this is unlinked, therefore changes that I make will not go to that sub-user. That's also where this tab comes in, only show unlinked. Again, helping you to audit and understand who's going to receive things, who's not. So if you get those questions about why didn't this or that happen, you could tell them, well, it's because you touched that particular scheduled send, you made it your own, therefore those subsequent changes that I, the admin, pushed out there was not going to affect their template. And this also goes for any other place where you are able to see the concept of linking. What I want to also show you here quickly too is that there are these buttons right here as well that, these tags really, that show what is actually linked. So then they're able to go in and tweak this stuff, understanding that the fields and the automations, those are things that my admin has set for me. But ultimately, if they want to, change the form details, landing page, stuff like that, they're in complete control to do that. That's not going to affect the sync at all. It's just where they see the concept of linking that comes into play. So, for instance, these fields are also something too that you can edit and change. Going into here to fields, let's just collect phone number, for instance. I then go over here into the sub-user, and phone number has now been added. If I want to make email the first field on the form, email is now the first field on the form. But then when my sub-user comes in and says, no, I want to own this and change things, it'll ask them, confirm if they should do that. And then now when these changes are made, like now email is going to go back down to the bottom, that is not going to happen anymore for this sub-user who has decided to take the reins a little bit more. And again, look right here, you can now see that the fields are not linked anymore. And so really quickly, I know this is running a bit on the long side, I just want to show you also at the system, like when you go to, or rather, when you go to the scheduled emails, you can also see that these emails that have been scheduled based on that sign-up form and those scheduled sends that were created, you'll see these as well right here in your scheduled emails, and you can look at these audits as well to see what all has been automated there. Same goes for autoresponders. These are autoresponders that are on linked sign-up forms, and you got the audit right there. Basically, anywhere that a link exists, there's an audit trail there for you to be able to see who this affects. And great, so I hope that this has all been helpful. Definitely reach out to us if you have questions. We know that there's a lot here. This can get a little bit complicated, but hopefully this resource is helpful.